What's good, everybody? It's your girl T. We back with another video. Happy Wednesday. I was about to say Tuesday, but we coming to y'all, with a little something. Now, I was reading something up on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I could put my at Twitter what my Twitter is because I see a lot of things that goes around, especially with the Steelers and stuff like that. And there's been a few things going around, even though that shit is not true, and it will never happen unless he actually steps down. But they was seeing I was seeing some things like Mike Tomlin getting traded two first rounds or something like that to the Giants or any other organization. Um, as much as I do want him going, and the people that's around him, coaches, I want them going. That it would never happen. Um, I don't. I just feel like the new Rooneys don't really have the balls to really fire or fire fucking Mike Tomlin. That shit is never gonna happen because he's winning above 500. It's not. We gotta just face it that Mike Tomlin is not gonna get fired. He's not gonna step down, regardless if we like it or not. Yeah, how my opinion is or anybody else's opinion about you know thinking that he's a good coach or not. How he's been running things for these past years. He's not gonna go nowhere. They're not gonna do the unthinkable and trading him if he's above 500. Because at this point, that's what everybody's caring right now. That's all people care about when it comes to this guy. He's above 500, so you should just sit back and shut up because he's winning. He's still a winning coach. So yeah, so for all the rumors and stuff like there, I don't think that's true. It's not true because he's not going to go nowhere because these new Roonies don't know how to own anyway. So it is what it is. But the rumors is just crazy, and out of why waste? I mean, I wouldn't waste two first rounders picks on getting rid of this guy because at the end of the day, like I said, it's not gonna happen. They're never gonna get rid of this guy or in those other coaches like Pat Mayer, worst offensive line coach. I mean, fucking trash. Arthur Smith, Terrell Austin, and a few others. I like Danny Smith. Out of all the coaches, I love Danny Smith. I fuck with Danny Smith. I fuck with the special team. Um, he does his justice. Regardless. Yeah, they had a little. Special teams was in that Chargers game, but at the same time, I love the what Danny Smith has done with the special teams. So I would say like I'm not over Danny Smith for sure. That's like probably like the only coach I really fuck with. If we're gonna really be honest with you about who I think is a solid good coach. Danny Smith is really good. I fuck with Danny Smith. He been coaching forever. He been doing this shit forever for a long time. But all the other ones, I'm not really a fan of. I hope uh, as much as some people agree with me, or you don't agree with me. That's cool. We all got different views and what we think is right, what we think is wrong, what we think, what's best for this team, what we think is not best for the team. That's cool. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna silence me, of talking about the topics and the issues of the Pittsburgh Steelers because I'm going to talk about it at the end of the day. Um, like regardless, because I seen like a few Steelers fans on X, they having their comments about how other Steelers fans think about the team and that we should be quiet about certain issues that's actually happening with the team. like we so much worried about a fucking winning a damn division. It's like we got other shit to worry about. Why are we worrying about winning a damn division when we can't get in order as a team or as an organization? I don't understand that. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, we got some people, they hear things what they want to hear, and some of y'all don't want to listen. Some of y'all just want to go on with your own narratives and shit. Like, some Steelers fans think like me. They feel the same way like I feel. Some Steelers fans don't feel the same way like I feel, and that's okay. And I'm like that's why I have an open space, an open comment section. Like, if I don't agree with you, I don't. I'm simply gonna say I disagree. I feel like that's the problem in this Steelers fan base. They want you to always trying to look at their side, right? But when you explain to them what you see, oh, you're not supposed to, talk down, because this person doing, he's built this team. He's, making a success. He's making a wave with this team, and I just like. It's like people got their opinions, man. This is why I started making Steelers content to actually, talk about the things that, what the Steelers have done over the years. And, well, everything, each year that I've been making my content about the Steelers, I've been right most of my years of, talking about this shit. And, some people waking up and actually seeing it, and there's some people that just stuck in their ways, just like this organization is stuck in their ways. Everybody don't want to see the reality, but it's okay. Like I said, we're gonna continue to still make my video. I love the people, that I met over the years of making content on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. At the beginning, I was making like clips of gaming and stuff like that, but I decided like, man, let me do something different. Talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's the team I love, but also I'm not afraid to sugarcoat and say shit that nobody else would say at all, cause I'm not getting paid by them motherfuckers, at all. So, I know some people get paid for their opinions and they can't say shit, the shit that they really want to say. So I say it. I ain't getting paid for it. I don't care. I just love making videos about it. The teams that I love, whether that's the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Chicago Bulls, the Las Vegas Aces, so forth. Like, I really love doing this, and I also love hearing, like, when I go live and stuff, I love hearing other Steelers fans talk because, just like last night, I had a few people on the live, and, they share very different opinions, very different how they see what the team should do or not do. They got very different opinions than I do, and just looking for looking at their perspective, you know, it's not, it doesn't mean that they're right, because some of the stuff I kind of disagree with, but there's other things that they pointed out and I agree with, but y'all got to be in the TikTok live. I did say that I was gonna go live on the 5:30 p.m. Eastern time on TikTok. For my YouTube folks, y'all make sure y'all I'm gonna put my at so y'all can follow me on TikTok. I also got a YouTube over here. YouTube for those of you that follow me on TikTok. Cause I put my videos over there as well on my reaction channel and stuff like that. We do reactions. I have not done a reaction yet in a minute, but I've been doing this because I've been trying to get me a gaming chair and stuff like that. But once I do get everything set up and stuff like that, we'll be back on the reactions. But I just want to know what you guys' thoughts. Cause I think they're never gonna trade Mike Tomlin. I don't know where that rumor come from, but there's people out here just saying they're gonna trade Mike Tomlin. They're gonna trade Mike Tomlin. It's not gonna happen. Like, regardless, the guy it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see y'all on the next one. It's your girl Tim.